So they say racing is a team sport, and that is especially true with Alex Bowman because you couldn't do it without your two dogs in iRacing. Do you do anything, or is it just all them who do the work?
It's definitely them when things are going badly. Like when we crashed the whole field a couple times, virtually I blame them. But when things go good, like last week at Talladega, I'm gonna take all the credit. So they're dogs and they don't have great negotiating skills, so that's kind of just the deal that they worked. But it's working pretty well so far.
Yeah, how have you kind of liked the iRacing? It seems like you're surprised when you win. So are you getting better?
I don't know that I'm getting better. I feel like I've gotten worse. From Homestead to now, I've definitely gotten worse. But it's not something that I have a ton of time on compared to guys like William and Timmy Hill and some of those other guys that are super good at it. I'm not on that level by any means, but Talladega is the great equalizer. So glad to get a win there. I just try to keep it lighthearted and have fun with it. Like I've been live tweeting the races, which I think people get mad about because under caution I get a little sporadic trying to tweet and drive. But it's a fun thing for our fans to be able to keep them involved and keep them happy with something to watch. So excited to go back to doing the real thing here soon. But in the meantime, it's been pretty good.
Hey man, the live tweets are fantastic. Please keep doing them because they're very entertaining. But for quarantine, I gotta ask because I know you're a big Uncrustable guy. Do you have your fair share of stocks for Uncrustables while we're stuck at home?
Yeah, I've run out like two or three times.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, at one point I couldn't find any. I could only find the strawberry ones, which they're trash. The only two flavors they should have are grape and Nutella. The other ones are absolute junk. So um, glad that I found some more grape ones. Somebody tweeted me the other day that there's Uncrustable tacos.
What?
Um, yeah, it's like a different type of bread and just like meat and cheese inside of it, and you microwave it. I really don't know how I feel about that. I haven't seen those yet, but at some point we're gonna have to try those. Kind of sounds disgusting, but we'll see.
Yeah, you're gonna have to try that. I don't know how an Uncrustable taco would taste. By the way, I don't think the strawberry are as bad as you say they are,
Oh, they're
but
trash. Just throw them away. Like there's a box at my house. They've been there for a year. Like just throw them away.
oh man. All right. Well, I guess we'll have to agree to disagree on that. But I guess all right. Some other news is we're going back racing here in a couple of weeks. Are you excited to kind of get back in the race car, even with this weird schedule that we've got?
Yeah, for sure. I'm ready to get back going. I think it's been too long since I've gotten to drive a race car. The virtual thing isn't quite cutting it for me, so really excited to get back to work and go do my real job. So I've stayed pretty busy. My shop, getting all moved in and getting up and running has kept me all my days occupied. I've been probably busier than normal, but at the same time, I'm ready for things to open back up. I'm ready to be able to go get a haircut and live normal life and get back to work.
Everyone's talking about how quick we're going to be racing. It seems like Cup's going to be every 3 days. I know on the dirt side that's normal, but can you give fans a sense of what's that going to be like on the team side of having to turn around that quickly and race so often?
Yeah, I think the road crews are going to have it pretty tough here, just with how quick we're going to have to turn stuff around. Once we start traveling more, whatever the schedule ends up being, when we're on the road and running that many shows, it's going to get really interesting quick. And I think the guys that have been on the Outlaw Tour and done stuff like that are going to have something that they definitely bring to the table for their teams just on how stuff operates when you're racing that often. So excited to see that because we've got a couple guys on our team that toured with the World Outlaws for a couple of years, but I'm just ready to get back going. I think from a driver's point of view, some of the back-to-back shows are going to get pretty taxing. So I'm just trying to stay as fit as I can and be ready to go. Really excited to get to Darlington.
So every now and then you mention staying as fit as you can. I'll see some posts on Twitter. It looks like Josh Wise has you doing a whole bunch of stuff. whether you like it or not. But I've been doing a home series where I've been asking drivers what they do for their workouts. Matt DiBenedetto had me lifting things. It was terrible. William Byron gave me some workouts. So what's a home workout that you like to do that is good for a NASCAR driver to train? What's one that, Josh Wise gives you that you kind of hate too?
Yeah, I'd say leg day is the one I hate. So I have a gym in my house, so that's pretty convenient. My workouts as far as the strength side of things haven't really changed. We've just upped the weight quite a bit since we haven't been racing. Upper body and arms, I'm all good. Leg day, split squats are my enemy. That hurts a lot. But just running, he's had me running my butt off. I think the farthest I'd ever run before quarantine was 5 or 6 miles, and now we've been 8.5 miles. Supposed to go 9 or 10 miles tomorrow morning. So it's been rough doing a lot of cycling. I probably cycle 60 or 70 miles a week at this point. So it's a lot, but at the same time, I feel like I'm in better shape than I've ever been. So hopefully I'll have a little advantage when we get back in the race car.
Well, I've given this promise to Matt Dean, William Byron. I'll give you the same, is that I'll try out some of the workouts and see how I like them or not. I'm a big runner, so I'm glad to hear that you're in the running. So that'll be hopefully an easier workout for me to do, and I'll share those results.
All right.
But back to racing, it seems like there's going to be no practice time, qualifying just for the 600. So loading off the truck seems like it's going to be super important. Is that an advantage or disadvantage for you guys? You feel like you load off the truck better more times than not?
Yeah, for the most part. And I think, the shutdown has kind of stalled development for a lot of teams. At least I hope so, because our stuff was really good in the beginning of the season, and I don't want anybody to be able to catch up. So running so many intermediate tracks right off the bat, man, I'm excited to get back going. You saw how good we were at Vegas and Fontana. So I'm all good with running Charlotte and Darlington a couple times, and hopefully some more 1.5 miles. I think that's kind of our bread and butter right now. And I think with how much we're going to be racing and not really being able to be sitting at the shop developing stuff, I think kind of the package that we have that's been working lately is going to be really good for us.
Remember, kids 12 and under are free to all NASCAR Xfinity Series and NASCAR Gander RV and Outdoors Truck Series races. For more information, visit nascar.com/kidstix.